Run You 16.1 and
Okay.
Nah 14.4 million. So I don't know that you necessarily want to give Kaminga 4 million, but I mean, if you give him 18, 19 million.
Yeah, if you get him 18, 19 million, I think he'll be happy with that.
Why would he not be, right?
Yeah,
So,
and he can just invest and make his other little couple million.
Yeah, and I mean, not only that, but you keep him around for maybe 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And all is well, but I think I think Anzi, our general manager, is pretty good. He's pretty sharp, knows what he's doing. So super excited about that, and let's see where we go from there.
Perfect.
Let's see where we go from there. So we're gonna get into Drake, which we talked about Drake a couple of shows ago.
Yeah, we were talking about Drake. We absolutely were.
I feel like Drake has completed his comeback. All right, now we talked during and I want to get into that with you. So we kind of talked about this during the pregame, if you will, and you expressed some things that I didn't know about.
Okay.
Which really, to me, kind of makes this like a dope move on Drake's part. But let's get into it. So Drake drops 3 albums
right
at once, and they all debut at number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Okay.
Which I don't think has ever been done. Okay, that's number 1. I don't think that's
Let me
ever
see.
been done.
Well, because ain't nobody releasing 3 albums at once, so that's
exactly.
So,
but you could have released one, and it's awesome, and then the other 2 suck. But to release them and they go 1, 2, and 3, I mean, that's kind of dope. No, you don't think so?
Well, you know why he released the 3 albums, right?
I do not know.
Okay, so he was suing Universal, right?
Why was
he was suing Universal because of the Kendrick situation. And he was saying that they have him in a chokehold because he has 3 more albums, and they also wanted to cease and desist to Kendrick from all the stuff that he was doing. So he essentially
Universal?
Yes, he essentially
on Universal?
Well, Kendrick is on a Universal subsidiary. So he was suing them like you got to stop releasing Kendrick shit. And they're like, so they like, he's saying I got 3 albums left. So he was like, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and drop these 3 albums. So I'm done with y'all. So that is why he dropped those 3 albums. And people are saying, even Drake fans are saying half of them are trash, that they want the old Drake back.
So what don't they like about it? And like what do you know of any songs that they say are trash? And if so, why do they feel that way? Like,
well, I can't necessarily say which. It's just the way he's talking and singing, and like their whole thing is, Drake, you about to be 40 years old. You still talking about ladies in the club, and you about to be 40. Like, I'm gonna need you to come on with some better lyrics. And he had ghostwriters all the time. So now that his ghostwriters ain't messing with him, he's having a problem. He ain't really a rapper. He had people in Atlanta that was helping with ghostwriting. So he already.
Drake wrote his lyrics.
Who?
I thought Drake wrote his own lyrics.
He also had ghostwriters though.
Oh.
And then, and let me tell you one thing. I'm on TikTok and I look at a video of this rapper down in Memphis. Okay. On one of Drake's songs, this dude, bar for bar, copied the young cat in Memphis, every bar for bar, damn near the whole song. He was like, Drake, he's known for stealing songs.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so this was a young guy who was trying to come up, and he played his version that he put out 2 years ago, and then he played Drake's version on the new album, and everything that man said, Drake said.
You gotta send me this because I don't want to get.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I can send it to you.
You gotta. So, are you serious? Wow.
I'm
So
dead. Yes.
wow.
Yes, I'm serious.
Wow. So not only do comedians steal folks' material, but rappers do too.
All
I
day.
didn't know that.
All day
didn't
and
know
twice
that.
on Sunday. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Wow. Well, one thing I can say, I mean, he's selling. I mean, he's selling a lot of records. So if you gotta go out, I think he's like, this is his 15th number one album.
Yeah,
So
but he's how long he been rapping for about what, 20 years?
He's been rapping for a lot.
Yeah.
So
but the things that people don't like about Drake is that he goes around using our culture. He wants to use our culture, but then he picks different vibes and different other people's, he like embodies other people's work to push his work out there because everybody knows he's a bigger artist, so they're going to listen to him first, and anybody going to be listening to the poor people that he done copied. Yeah, so that's definitely an issue. Yeah.
I did not know this about Drake. Wow. I guess it's lonely at the top for a reason. I know Jay-Z responded.
Oh, what'd he say?
Jay-Z responded to one of his songs. What do you call it? Jay-Z's response. Hold up, I'll tell you. Jay-Z's response, because I was looking at that earlier. Jay-Z's diss track to Drake. What's it called? Roots Picnic. Yeah. That's the name of the song.
Oh, you know what? Because Jay-Z just had a whole concerts with the Roots. So he was going off on everybody. Jay-Z was dissing everybody that had beef with him.
I guess so.
Yeah. So I'm sure he called out Drake.
In your opinion, is Drake back or is he finished?
He's finished.
You think so?
Do you love Drake?
I don't even care at this point. Like, but then I'm not like young. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but you know some of the stuff from back in the day. You know we vibe with Drake a little bit.
I don't really like. It's not like you have to ask my son. I don't think my son even listens to Drake.
Exactly. Because Drake is almost 40, and your son is what?
21.
Yeah, no, he's not listening to Drake.
He loves Huncho. Have you heard of Huncho?
Yes, I've heard of Huncho.
He loves Huncho. That's Huncho is.
That's his thing.
Yeah, Huncho sounds a lot like Future to me, but whatever. I don't know. But okay. So you think Drake's done? Drake's making a lot of money. You think maybe Drake pivots to?
He might go back to acting again. You never know.
He started on Degrassi, right? Is that where he started? Degrassi High or something like that?
Yes, that show.
He started on some show.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Good deal. Well, we will see. Let's get to our beloved Atlanta Falcons. They just signed Kyle Pitts for $18 million smackaroos. And hey, man, good for him.
Okay.
He got the bag. And, you know, a lot of people were saying, oh, we're not going to sign Kyle Pitts. Oh, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Well, somebody must have saw something.
Clearly.
Contract's fully guaranteed for 2 seasons. Average annual value of $18 million. Kittle's deal, the tight end from San Francisco, is at $19.1 million. Trey McBride, the tight end out of Arizona, is right at $19 million. So Kyle's third highest player, and that's fair. You know, that's fair. I don't have an issue with that. 2025, let's see, season. And some would argue he didn't have great quarterback play then. So I'm okay with it. I think the deal's fair. And we're locked and loaded, man. You got Drake Londino, who just signed a contract for $140 million. You got Bijan, who's next up for the extension. You got Jahan Dotson, who's a wide receiver. Zachariah Branch. You got Jawan Taylor, who's your new offensive tackle. Falcons are trying to put together a team, man.
Right.
2 is getting all the 11 on 11 reps, obviously, because Penix is still coming back.
Yeah.
But Falcons should have a pretty good squad, so I'm interested to see what they do. I like the deal. It's fair. A lot of people were saying, "Well, I don't know why you give Kyle Pitts, $18 million," and I'm like, bro.
Didn't they give what was the quarterback that we thought we was gonna be turning things around? The older quarterback that we got the year before last, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, they gave him 118 million, 100 something million dollar deal. But the thing about it is, look it, man, this is not the 80s. This is 2026.
Right.
If you are a good wide receiver, you're going to get a $30 million contract. If you are a good tight end, you are going to get a contract of about $18 to $20 million. That's just where it's like a luxury car, right? If we went back to the 80s, a luxury car probably cost you about $15,000, $20,000. True. Anymore. This is 2026. You got some luxury cars that are $100,000.
More than that.
A lot, right?
Shoot.
Because
when I get my little convertible Bentley, it's gonna cost a lot of money. I'm getting it though.
Amen. Just don't forget about your illegitimate cousin T. Will.
Never.
Let me just drive it this one. I just want to.
Of course, why not?
I know you love sticks. Is it going to be a stick or is it going to be automatic?
I don't know. I do love a stick.
No.
I do love.
Never mind.
You might never be available.
I'm not going to be able to drive a stick. So dang it, man. Just ruined the fantasy. All right. Falcons will be all right. So this weekend, another movie is being released, and it's Supergirl. It's directed by James Gunn, who is the new DC Universe. Well, he's the guy. He's the president or director over at DC for their content. He's the man. And I'm not hearing good things about it, to be honest with you.
Well, here's my thing. What was the budget?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What was the budget? So are they spending a crazy amount of money?
Let's find out. The budget for Supergirl. What's the budget for Supergirl? It's probably $200 million. Oh yeah, it's $200 million. Wait, Supergirl feature is a net production budget of $170 million to $175 for global marketing.
Oh, they could probably make that back.
I mean, maybe, but again, the folks that I've talked to, and I've talked to about 3 of them, hate this movie.
Oh my God!
Not hate this movie.
Hate it?
Not like it. Hate it.
Oh my God!
What they used to say on In Living Color, hated it.
Exactly.
That's how they felt about it. Second film in James Gunn's brand new DC Universe follows Superman 2025. Kara Zor-El, who is Superman's cousin, is drinking away bad memories of an alien planet when she meets a teen girl on a revenge quest for her murdered family. Think dark space western meets Mad Max. This is not your parents' Supergirl, based on Tom King's acclaimed 2021 graphic novel, gritty, morally complex, hardcore. Millie Adcock, who plays Kara or Supergirl, in Superman's final scene, now she gets the full movie. It's an hour and 47 minutes, and from what I'm being told, it's just not good at all.
And it's an hour, and thank God it's an hour, and it ain't one of those 2.5-hour movies.
Thank God for small things, yeah. So, stars Millie Alcock as Supergirl Kara, Jason Momoa as Lobo, who is what's her name? Lisa from The Cosby Show. What's her name? Lisa Bonet. Which it's Lila Coy Moon now, but her name used to be Lisa Bonet.
Yeah,
that's her ex-husband. Matthias Schoenaerts as Krim of the Yellow Hills.
Okay.
Eve Ripley as Ruthie David Cornsweet as Superman. So he makes a cameo in here.
Okay.
And David Krummeltz as Zor-El and Emily Beecham as Alora. But again, from the response that I've received from this movie, it is not great, Miss Una. It is not great.
And see, that was the type of movies I'd be wanting to go to see in the summertime. I like a good Marvel. I like a good DC Comics. Like, I do really like it.
Yeah, I'm not going to see this one.
You're not going?
I'm not going.
Oh, dang.
I didn't. So when I saw the trailer for this one, I was like, something about it was like, this isn't going to be good. And so my friend Jordan, who I podcast with all the time, he saw this movie last night and he was like, it was awful.
Oh my God.
That's pretty much what I thought. Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna go check it out. But hey, if you guys want to check it out, then go check it out. And it's all good.
Well, as much as movies cost these days, shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait the 3 months, man. I'll wait the 3 months
and then let it stream. You're just gonna you're gonna stream it at home.
Remember, we were kids; like it'd be like a whole year.
I know.
When we saw something on HBO or before it came to Blockbuster, now you see that then you can stream it in 3-6 months. So I'll just wait on that.
Yeah, true.
Our beloved Atlanta Dream. We got Winston Thornton in the chat. What up, Winston?
Hey, Winston.
It says, what's going on, panel and chat? Chat, smash the like button. Hey, man, I can dig it. So, yeah. Atlanta Dream are 12-5. Best record in the East.
Atlanta Dream be popping off now.
Yeah, they're doing the damn thing. I think they're one game behind. What is it? Whoever the team in the West. That's. I think they're one game behind them. So they're playing well. They're obviously poised to make the playoffs, and they are doing the damn thing. Angel Reese was the fastest player in WNBA history to get to 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, Angel.
There you go. She did it in 71 games. She's scoring about 15.3 points per game, 11.8 rebounds per game. Third straight year leading the WNBA in rebounds, 56 double-doubles in 74 career games. Top 4 in all of basketball, WNBA and NBA, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Gray is averaging 19.6 points per game. Ryan Howard is about almost 20 points a game, 19.1. Angel Reese, 15.3. Jordan Canada, 7.4 assists per game. Medina Okot, 18 points, which is a career high versus Toronto. Naz Hillman is the 2025 WNBA Sixth Woman of the Year, and Brianna Jones is recovering from meniscus, probably not going to be back into the playoffs, but they're doing it right now, man. They are on a crash course for the playoffs, and I think they're going to make a run. Will they win it all? Don't know, but I think that they are poised to make a run.
I think so.
And do the damn thing, man. So I am super excited about this team and just what they can do, man. I'm super excited.
Right.
Looking through it, and I mean, let's see where it goes. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. This may be the team.
You think so?
All this year, yeah, because I don't know what the Braves are gonna do. The NFL is always an adventure. You never know. Falcons could do it. I don't know about the Hawks. Braves could do it, but they're not healthy right now.
No.
So it could end up being the dream.
It might be. It might be.
Yeah, I'm looking at the next team to really give us a chance to win a championship. It could be the Atlanta Dream.
Right.
So we'll see about that one. But let's get to some side hustles. So
okay.
I mean, everybody can't relate, but I have my daughter just graduated college. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, congratulations! What was her major?
Business. No, it wasn't. It was golly. I'm so bad. Lord Jesus. I'm so bad. She minored in business. Hold up. I'm gonna call my wife and ask her.
I need you to do that immediately, Daddy.
What was Maya's major? I'm on the show right now. What was her major? Public health with a minor in business.
Nice.
With a minor in business.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you, baby. Okay. All right, bye. She's like, whatever. Get off. Anyway, so she majored in public health. She got a minor in business. Zach is still in school, and you guys know if you got kids in college, it's not cheap, man.
What?
No.
Heck no.
So, for those of you who there's too much month at the end of that money,
hello.
Like myself, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Now, look, at my regular job, I am a technical analyst for a cable provider, and we provide wireless services, and I'm the last line of defense when it comes to certain technical issues. But hey, man, again, let's keep it real. These colleges are getting more and more expensive every year.
What? My son moved from Morehouse to daggone to Kennesaw State because of how much it was. We were going crazy over there.
Yeah, Morehouse is not cheap.
At all.
You know what else? I'm going to take a minute to kind of go off on Agnes Scott. So my daughter graduated from Agnes Scott.
Okay.
Do you know they had us outside? They didn't even have a graduation inside. We were outside under the tent, and you had to pay a little more to get under the tent.
I know you lying.
I'm not lying. It was hot as Hades out there.
Oh my God.
It wasn't like a man. Look.
That was too much. That was too much.
And bro, you talking seriously? You talking? Agnes Scott is not cheap. So
Agnes Scott is one of the most expensive girls' school ever.
It's not cheap, and that just because I'm like, bro, y'all basically just gave us the finger. All that money we pay y'all, we gotta be outside.
That's not right.
And I feel bad for those folks we were under a tent. I can't imagine what it was like outside the tent.
Oh my God!
Outside the tent, I probably would have passed out. But anyway, so if you're out here like T. Will and you're doing, the delivery, and my brother is in the stock market, but he also dabbles in a little bit of food delivery. But he does this. But the main thing is, if you're doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, do them both at the same time.
Yeah, I would say.
Same time? Yeah,
I would definitely say that.
Peak hours and peak pay is between lunch 11 a.m. to 1:30 and dinner 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Never accept orders under $6 or less than 1.5.
People are making orders for $6. They shouldn't even let them make orders for $6, less than $6.
It happens. Multi-app DoorDash and Uber Eats simultaneously boost earnings 20 to 50%. Use the app Heat Map to park near hot spots before the rush hits. Tips about 40 to 50% of incomes. Insulated bag and fast delivery. Insulated bag means like that food bag that's going to keep it hot, right? Because there's nothing worse than, when somebody delivers my food and it's cold. That just pisses me off.
The worst.
That just pisses me off.
That's why you don't order stuff like McDonald's and all of that stuff on there. Because you have nuggets. You might well not eat it.
Or Crystals. Yeah. That just.
Oh, they still got Crystals? Crystals have been.
Yeah.
I just saw Northside Drive. Crystals gone.
No, we got one over here. I don't know how much longer we're going to have it, but yeah, we got Crystals over here.
The one by Stonecrest is gone. The one on Northside Drive is gone. Yeah.
I think there was one on Conyers, and it's gone too.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Crystals.
Because we used to live in Conyers. That one is gone. But the one out here, which I'm out near McDonough, that we still have that one for now. But I mean, we'll see. Upside app saves 20 cents per gallon on gas. Small daily savings add up to real money. Mileage deduction, as far as your tax is concerned, 70 cents per mile in 2026, which is 2,000 to 5,000 back at tax time.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
Are you talking about if you own a business?
If you do this for.
Oh, you mean if you do the DoorDash?
Yeah, if you do the
okay,
DoorDash.
Got you. Mm-hmm.
You can deduct about 70 cents per mile, which is about 2,000 to 5,000 back.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so you can also deduct some of your phone bill if you use it for the app. It's a business expense. You can track everything with Stride or Everlance, which is basically for your taxes.
Oh, what the heck did I do? Dang, I'm sorry. Golly. I don't have an account. I don't have an account. Oh my God. Hold on. Two seven seven 413. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Please send me the link again. Why the fuck can I get on Facebook? Kayla, can you bring me the iPad, please? Okay, I need it. Okay, I need it, honey. I'm back in the building, baby.
Okay?
Yeah, I've been trying to do too much. My ADHD told me to do something and then it just went left.
Right now.
What the? Where are you at? I gotta do it again. Okay. Right now. What's going on right now now?
There?
I am.
All right, so you did a post the other night basically talking about misogyny, which is basically men that hate women. Oh, my brother said he wouldn't charge. Thank you, brother. I love you, brother. But talking about misogyny and the fact that Gen X women nurtured the culture.
Why do you keep saying nurtured the culture? I don't agree with that. No. What I said was, I think that Gen X made misogyny great again. That's what I said.
Would that be considered nurturing it, helping it grow? Nay. You know what? Hey, it's not my story. You have at it. Let's get into it. Again, misogyny is the hatred of women by men, and the fact that a lot of these men set up cultures where women cannot succeed and they have misogynistic attitudes and make misogynistic songs that put women in positions of servitude and inferiority. And this isn't my topic, so Miss Una, the floor is yours, ma'am. Go ahead and tell us what you were talking about the other night on one of your epic rants on your Facebook.
I do rant. Okay, so this was my whole thing. As a Southern woman, okay, I'm going to school in Virginia, right?
How old?
So at the time, I'm 18.
You're old. Okay.
I wasn't old. What?
Young.
I'm young, right? Yeah, exactly. You remember when I was 18. So I was 18 and I didn't know nothing about grimy.
Grimy means shady.
Whatever. That's what New Yorkers, a lot of New Yorkers are. They just grimy. Like, so they lie. You know what I'm saying? They lie. And my mama was a flower child. So she was always like, oh, people are just people. Now, mind you, my mama from Queens. So she will, yeah, she ain't a killer, but don't push her. Yeah, right. So my parents are from Queens. So I spent my summers up there. But my dad lived on 56th Street and Broadway, right next to Carnegie Hall. So I wasn't in New York, New York. You know what I'm saying? I was all where I could walk to the record company that I was interning at. So I was very close to the proximity of higher income Black people. So I didn't know nothing about the projects. So I get to school and we are immediately dumped into this whole new world of these new rappers coming out. Okay.
So you had never, prior to this, you had never had experience with a certain demographic. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Suburbs, right? Which I remember.
Yeah. So I'm living in the suburbs.
Right. So then you go to New York and it's like a hood experience. Now, was it culture shock for you when you got
No, because I spent my summers in New York, but because I went to Hampton. So I went to Virginia. So in Virginia, you're getting people from the DMV, you're getting New Yorkers, you're getting New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? But still, because my parents were both born in suburbs,
right.
I ain't know nothing about the projects. I ain't know about the P and the damn thing. I remember I stayed with my uncle one summer, and I am walking down. I get off the train about 1:30 in the morning. Why would I do that? I don't know. Why would I do that? So I'm looking on the ground and I'm like, why is it all these little itty bitty tops on the ground? I'm like, what is that? Come to find out, it's crack vial tops. And they be like red tops, blue tops, red tops, blue tops. So I was indoctrinated in that. I said, what the? So I'm still in school. So I get to school and I don't know how all the drug dealers like this. I just don't understand. It was like 7 of us, right?
Okay.
And so,
ladies,
huh?
Your crew was 7 ladies.
My crew was 7 ladies.
Okay.
So I'm over here thinking, okay, we going to school, we going to class, we so sweet, da 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 da. And then here comes the dudes, and here comes the rappers. Here comes like Allen Iverson that's about to go into because he's from Virginia, he about to go into the NBA. Everybody is a small community.
Did you guys ever hang out with Michael Vick?
No, we hung out with Allen Iverson because it was back then. Allen Iverson was just about to get picked up.
And I think AI is
yeah. So exposed to a lot of people. Number one, that changed my idea about what was so I'm looking at these dudes, they're taking us out. It ain't tricking if you ain't, it's not tricking if you got it type stuff. Okay. And that made it turn into all of the songs I was damn listening to on the radio. So it was a culture shock for me because I'm like, wait a minute, you're gonna pay for me and my girlfriends? Y'all going like you giving me some money for school? You give me but here's the but.
Here's the but. Okay.
The but is we did not know that this required loyalty, ride or die, and you had to be in a certain position in order to keep because what I think what happened is that I think that their parents, they grew up in the projects. So a lot of these dudes grew up in the projects and stuff. And I think that their parents didn't really teach them nothing. So let's say they out in the streets. And I'm talking about dudes from New York, New Jersey, Maryland, DC. So they out in the streets, they're doing their things. They have been dealing with women and talking about the rap stuff. So I'm listening to rap and I'm like, okay, that's how we supposed to act. You know, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And I'm thinking, okay, am I supposed to be a trick? I don't even know what a trick is. And then you got the men that ain't really men. They boys to men. And they like, oh, what is a trick? I want one. Like, they don't even know. They 18, 19. They like, well, so they're listening to the music too.
Yeah.
And so all that music really, really shaped our view of relationships.
In our culture. Yeah. So you said a lot there. You said a lot there. So I think what you're saying is a lot of these folks that were rappers back then and really in the entertainment industry probably were from single parent households, right?
Or projects. The projects. My husband was from the projects, but he lived with his mama and his daddy. His daddy was a cop, but he was a menace.
That's interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not
I'm just saying he was a menace, like as if he was in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The views of Una do not reflect. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, I'm just kidding though. But in all seriousness, a lot of if you don't see a relationship, it's hard to have a relationship, right? If you don't see, and your husband did, I know that you saw a relationship, but a lot of people that look like us came up with single parent households, right? And so if you don't see your parent have a relationship, then it first and foremost, it's going to be difficult for you to have a relationship because you never saw one. You might have seen micro relationships. You might, and again, look, I'm not judging anybody. That's not what this is. I'm stating where we are. So number one, if you've never seen a man court a woman, I'm not talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
If you've never seen a man court a woman, then when you are of age today, you're not going to know how to do it, right? That's number one. And you said something else, and you mentioned the music, right?
Yes.
And I'm glad you said that because in no other, and again, I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, I don't hear other cultures talk about their women, describe their women the way that we do. Now,
right.
That was not always the case. That was not always the case.
As a matter and of fact, that was my point.
Right. In the 70s and 80s, in the early 70s, I'm sorry.
In the early 70s, there was all the love songs. There was, turn off the lights.
Like, right. Rap was about consciousness, right? We in the early 80s. I'm talking about the Furious Broken Glass.
Oh, you talking about the Furious 5 and all that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. People, they just don't care. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far because a man in the alley repossessed my car.
Right. And we playing basket ball.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Even Run DMC, when they came out, there wasn't. Run DMC didn't cuss. It wasn't bitches and hoes and tricks and all that other stuff. That came along, and I'm sorry to say, but that came along with NBA. Excuse me, NWA. NBA.
But let's not forget about Luke.
And Luke. You're right. But the timetable is about the same. They're both around 88, 89, right? And that caused a paradigm shift. And what's interesting is that I read an article years ago that essentially said there was a meeting in the late 80s with a group of record executives and a private business consortium. And this consortium was marketing privatized prisons.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying to these record companies, if you make these records about Black and brown youths committing crimes, then we'll give you X amount of stock in this business. So in other words, these record companies were getting paid to make songs about Black and brown kids committing crimes and Black and brown kids talking to their women a certain way. And rap went away from being positive, right, to this now. You get what I'm saying? And it's not by happenstance that's happened. So when you say that, you are correct. You are correct when you say that there was this paradigm shift in the. I mean, Will Smith. Think about Will Smith. Summertime.
That's the stuff I listened to before I got to college. So.
Right.
Before I got to college, and then I get to college, and I'm doing shows. So I'm a promoter, and I'm doing shows with Jay-Z, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Biggie Smalls. He was in my townhouse. So this is the music I'm listening to, okay?
Right.
All the singing it all the time. And it felt like the way things were moving in Norfolk, in that area, in the DMV and stuff, you would have drug dealers, a whole crew of drug dealers come down to Hampton University, and it's 7 of them and it's 7 of us, and they would take us out, and so our eyes were open to what was going on.
Yeah, the different world.
But then,
So how did that affect you mentally? Like going from where you were, suburb kid, you know what I mean? Even though, yeah, you had seen some instances, but really being deep, deep into this now, how did that affect you? How did that change you? As a woman, how did that affect you? What just
it made me a little harder. So
okay.
it made me continuously listening to Little Kim, Jay-Z. I was down in the trenches with them. Like that was my music. And I felt that I'm supposed to act like Lil Kim and them. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't know about the getting money and he ain't got this, he ain't got that. We about to rob him. We ain't know nothing about that. So we all confused. Like, what is she talking about robbing people? But you start learning that stuff and then you are confronted with it. And stuff starts happening around you and you go to class and you come back from class and you be like, Peter just got Peter down the street just got caught with 10 pounds of coke. Like what? And so, and I have the stories that I have. You would think you were in a hip hop movie. I swear before God. I mean, stuff like home invasions, getting people having guns pointed to their head. Like we were living in a hip hop movie. We were living what we were listening to. That's how I got indoctrinated.
So when did you get out of it, and what motivated you to get out of
it? To get out of what? I never got out.
That life. You never got out?
I never got out. I never got out. You know why I never got out? Because I wanted to be in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
So my dad was in the music business. I was working at an internship. I could have been damn Aaliyah or damn Cassie, as far as I'm concerned. I thank God that I was saved from all of that, but I was exposed to it. So I'm working at the record company. I'm going to school, and I'm embodying every single thing that these rappers are talking about because it's happening around me. We were there when Kendra got caught and Peter. When I said Peter, we knew Peter. So when Kendra got caught, she was in my grade and she got cleared by Clinton, but it took so long. And in Virginia, you had they're a Commonwealth. So your first drug offense, you getting 10 years. Period. Flat. So we had our friends getting picked up. Somebody got caught with weed. Then they had to have a ankle, like a roommate had to have an ankle bracelet on because a boyfriend gave her this and he wasn't taking thing, and then you counting $100,000 out on the table because you got to go get your friend out of jail. Like it was a lot going on. Like that's why I said I got so, man. So I never got out of it because my point is my husband is from the Bronx. And like I said, I did not know about griminess. So how am I to know that you're not telling me the truth, or you know what I'm saying, or you just perpetrating the fraud? You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't exposed to that. Okay. So therefore, I fell into the loyalty, the ride or die. It made me feel good, like I'm ride and dying, like the people like Jay-Z and them say, like, and it got us into a lot of trouble.
So here's the thing that's interesting about this. You know, I've known you for a while. You're a very, 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 very intelligent young lady, very vocabulous young lady. How could this happen to you? You're very intelligent. Matter of fact, your dad was a record executive, so you're from that lifestyle.
Yeah.
I would imagine that he had warned you about, like, how could this happen to you? I can see if, like, you're fresh off the boat from Oklahoma and you don't know anything from anything, but you had a certain amount of savviness. How could this happen to you?
Because we were also attracted to the danger.
Okay.
So we were, but it felt like a strength from them. We felt like they could protect us, because if my man is going out in the street and somebody's trying to hurt me and he shoot the gun in the air, and I'd be like, oh, he loved me. You know what I'm saying? Or he fighting and we get in the club and somebody say something to me and he punch him in the face, and I was like, look at my baby. Just a whole damn fool. And then when you have connections like that, you're not standing in line at the club. You parking your car in the front of the club. So it had everything, like, you ain't paying for no drinks. So when you dealing with those dudes, you are very well taken care of. I mean, bags of cash taken care of.
Okay, so when does that get old? Because obviously there's a price to pay for that. So when did that get old for you? When did you look at that and say, you know what, this isn't for me? Like when and again, you don't have to share anything that you don't want to. Bear in mind, this is a show, but the stuff that you want to share, like, when did you look at that life and say, you know what, this isn't for me?
July 21st, 2025.
Okay. All right.
Because I thought we were building. We had Feds Magazine, which was the largest street magazine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we were dealing with A&E. So I'm thinking I'm building something, but also I am kind of like brainwashed into thinking that I'm building something, but I had somebody grimy right next to me. So, and like I said, when you in college and you're a Southern girl and you ain't in from the projects, you don't know nothing about grimy. You just do not. You trust in everybody. You trust in what everybody says because your mama said people are just people. Just, you know what I'm saying? Be nice to everybody. Be a good person. And so you just like, I'm taking care. And there was another thing that I used to think. I used to think that black men were at the bottom of the totem pole. And that's where some of the loyalty came from. And we as women felt we had to help them evolve.
Okay.
But they also had expectations of the ride or die, the loyalty, the go get some masks from the Home Depot. I had no idea that you cooking something in the kitchen with your underwear on. I don't even know what's going on. And I'm watching ESPN, and he said, go get some masks. I'm like, okay. And I don't even know what he in there doing.
So you realize this in 2025. We've had in-depth conversations. You are a very, very damn near genius. Okay, very, very intellectual, very smart lady, very business savvy. What are your takeaways, and what would you say to that young lady who's going to Hampton now, where I would assume those drug dealers still come down from Virginia? And so what would you say to her? What would your advice be to her?
I would say stay far, far away. I would say stay far, far away, and to make sure that you are really, really intentional on who you're going to choose as your partner. Do not look for the shiny penny.
Okay.
Because they were shiny pennies. You got convertible Benzes, you got you got, Supras, you got, so it looked like a hip hop video. Like, honestly, like it's like I drove into a hip hop video when I got into school. And it wasn't only me, it was me and my entire crew. And it was just weird that all the drug dealers loved us. And so
there had to be something about you. I mean, respect. I mean, stating aside from the obvious that I'm not going to state, but I mean, obviously they liked you, and I would assume, not trying to be misogynistic, that most girls in your particular category are going to be around girls like them, right? Girls
yes,
with the certain,
yes.
So obviously they did. So let me ask you this: a lot of the 7 who went to Hampton, are you guys still tight today? Or are you guys
absolutely? So okay. One of my girlfriends, she's a partner at Goldman Sachs.
Okay.
And okay. So I'm going on a girls trip with them I'm going on a girls trip with them next month, as a matter of fact. We keep in a lot, yes. We travel every year. I have corporate baddies as my friend. I mean corporate baddies.
I believe.
And so yeah, we stay in touch up until this day. I'm actually writing a book about our experiences because there's so much more that I could talk about. But yeah, so we helped with the misogyny is all I'm saying. It was the women and the men. So we fell right into the trap of what the rappers were saying, basically. Whatever they were saying is whatever we did.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, fair enough. I thank you for sharing your story.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting, especially the parts that you can't say.
What?
Which I'm going to hear about when we get off this anyway.
Yes, you are.
But hey, thank you, as always, for joining us, Miss Yuta. We appreciate that. Tell these folks where they can find you.
So you can find me on YouTube, The Universe with an A. You can find me on TikTok at Soft Girl Shops. You can find me on Instagram at Universe with the AHQ, Universe HQ. And you can find me on Facebook at Una Nicole.
All righty. Well, hey, again, we thank you. Obviously, we're here every week. You can find me at For My ATL Sports on YouTube, For My ATL Movies, For My ATL Sports 1, I'm sorry, on YouTube. For My ATL Movies on YouTube. If you're at Facebook, you can go to Gideon T. Will. And I've got a litany of other pages, but we won't get into that. But hey, to everyone who joined, we appreciate you. We thank you. This was fun. We just like to get together and talk about different topics. You will see this again, and we will see you next week. And
next week.
Everybody enjoy your week and enjoy your weekend. And thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
ATL. Through the highs and the heartbreaks, we still stand. 31st forever. Let's get it. Year after year, I'm even trying to do the song. Red and black in my veins, we don't fall, we don't run, even when the pain hits. Cause every loss just reminds us what greatness is. We show up cold nights for the church sun. Cause every Sunday we believe that our time gon' come. We ain't perfect, but we faithful and we never switch. We the city of the hate, yeah, we built for this. We don't need pretty wives. Hard on the field we deserve. Put the work in and the glory. Bring our city back to the start.
As a Southern woman, okay, I'm going to school in Virginia, right? So at the time, I'm 18. I wasn't old. What? I'm young, right? Yeah, exactly. You remember when I was 18. So I was 18 and I didn't know nothing about grimy. Whatever. That's what New Yorkers, a lot of New Yorkers are. They just grimy. Like, so they lie. They, you know what I'm saying? They lie. And my mama was a flower child. So she was always like, oh, people are just people. Now, mind you, my mama from Queens. So she will, yeah, she ain't a killer, but don't push her. Yeah, right. So my parents are from Queens. So I spent my summers up there. But my dad lived on 56th Street and Broadway, right next to Carnegie Hall. So I wasn't in New York. You know what I'm saying? I was all where I could walk to the record company that I do rent. Okay, so this was my whole thing. As a Southern woman, okay, I'm going to school in Virginia, right? So at the time, I'm 18. I wasn't old. I'm young, right? Yeah. Hello. Exactly. You remember when I was 18? So hey, I was 18. I'm here.
Hey, you couldn't. For whatever reason, when the show ends, you can't hear me because I was calling you and you couldn't hear me. So
okay.
Yeah, but how are you feeling? How do you think that went?
You tell me. I don't know nothing about podcasts.
I think it was fine. You know, hey man, you just gotta do it enough times until you find your rhythm. But I think it was fine. I think it was a good topic. I think we just gotta keep working and fine tuning it.
Yeah, I think I have to have more of a script. I need a script and I need bullet points for my topics so that I can stay on task and yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna have to work on.
No, that's fine. You know what? If you give me the topics, I can give you bullet points.
Okay, cool.
I can give you bullet points. That's no problem. But hey, man, the main thing is to keep doing it. This is what your second podcast, third podcast.
Third.
I think you're doing just fine.
Okay.
When I tell you, my first podcast was a disaster.
What?
God. I was, especially when you're just starting out and there's nobody watching it. And the main thing you're fighting with is your mind, because I'm like,